Hi everyone. Today I'm going to present our final project called NexaHome. My name is Zifeng, and this is my partner Yichen. Our presentation will be organized into the following 5 sections as shown on the slide. And I'll begin with our goal and motivation. So the problem we are trying to solve is we are trying to design. It's difficult for Canadian immigrants to find like household service providers, especially those who speak the same language with them. So the solution we are trying to present in today is a customer service chatbot that takes these clients' requirements into a perfect match into our tasker database. And we'll prioritize the language preference as well as our top priorities. So because we want to cross this language barrier for immigrants. And my partner will discuss more about the data and processing.
For the user input, we collect 50 combinations of the following categories information: the household service queries, language preference, gender preference, and available time. For task profiles data, it is hard to collect real profiles. So we simulate about 20 sample data as a proof of concept using a ChatGPT and type it manually to the database. So.
And this tasker profiles involves the following properties in the database, as shown on the slides. Yeah.
So the baseline model is shown here, and so we use a minimum amount of the prompt to with the task profile data set to prompt the GPT-4, and then we put our input data to the GPT-4 to get a recommended profile we want. So here is our architecture of the models. So the user will type in the household queries to the front end, and the front end will send the queries to the chat models. The chat model will keep asking questions about language preference, gender preference, and available time preference, and all the communications with user and the chat models will store in a memory. Once front end will get all the information they want, and it will send generate a prompt and send it to the SQL agent. The SQL agent will help to select the recommended profiles and send back and then send it back to the front end. In terms of the software we use the Graduate as a front end, the GPT-4 as a chat models, and MySQL database as a database, and then we use the Langchain libraries to produce the memory and the SQL agent. My teammate will introduce the next following part.
We'll discuss about the results. First, begin with the comparison method. We have to measure whether it's success for our main model. So the first metric we have is matching accuracy. This is defined as against the 4 categories we mentioned before, in terms of the household service area, language preference, gender preference, and available time slot. And we'll get a 100% score if they match all these requirements. And we also have the second metric as a user satisfaction, because we are designing a customer service bot. And this is actually, we invite a group of people to actually use our chatbot and give a score, assign a score to whether they are satisfied with the service that the chatbot provided. And also, we find it's pretty important to also include tone and empathy as one of our evaluation metrics, as it's important to measure how well the chatbot enhances the user's comfort and be able to perform a contextual and empathetic interaction with users. And here are the numbers of the results for baseline model and main model. So as you can see, the main model has a better matching accuracy, and it has a much larger value for user satisfaction scores, and as well as the tone empathy is also outperforms the baseline model by like 50% more than that. And here's like one of the representative example of our outputs. So as you can see, after the user say like my sync is clogged, like the chatbot is able to answer with no worries, I can help you with that. This is considered as an empathetic interaction between the users and the chatbot. And they're also able to classify the user's needs as to finding a plumber as that. As well as it can also ask follow-up questions based on the user's input for the previous inquiries and other information that user provides. And after you get all the informations, it is able to finalize its output to pick the tasker with the best rating out of our tasker profile database, and output to the user to you also include all the contact information that the user can use. In terms of the discussion and learnings, as you can see, the main model has a much better performance compared with the baseline model for all the categories that we have, all the metrics we have. And if we want to do like a similar project in the future, we might consider the usage of real-world data instead of simulating all the data by ourselves, as we want to apply this chatbot actually to real-world settings. And the real-world data will capture more information of the real-world industry product. And thank you everyone for listening. And that's everything. Yeah.